Hey Body Geeks, welcome back to the Daily 15, a 30-day challenge to do at least 15 minutes of Pilates mat work a day for 30 days to develop a more consistent Pilates practice. This is our last day of this challenge, but not to worry, each workout can stand on its own. Today we're going to start on the wall to get a sense of where our spines are in space by doing both the 100 and the roll up against the wall. So find a wall that doesn't have any hooks or plugs or something that you're going to snag your elbow on, and then put your whole body against the wall with your feet away from the wall. Start about 1 foot away, and then if it feels like you're not firmly planted into the wall, walk your feet a little bit further away. Big toe bones together, heels together, and your arms are reaching down toward the floor. Begin pumping your arms just like you would for the 100. Keep pushing into your feet, but using your center to push yourself up the wall. Same feeling as when we're on the mat, the two-way stretch. So the upper half of you is going up, the bottom half of you is reaching down, and you're not specifically trying to smash your back into the wall, but rather use the wall to go in two opposing directions with your spine. Let's make the pumping a little more vigorous. And then you're going to inhale for 5 of those pumps and exhale for 5 of those pumps. Then keep breathing in and out and pumping your arms vigorously, but take your upper body off the wall so that you can look down at your feet and have your upper back anchored to the wall. Similar to the way we would feel if we were lying on the mat and doing the 100, looking down at our feet reaching way across from us. Let's do 3 more breaths. Exhale, inhale, exhale. 1 more breath. Inhale and exhale. Stop pumping and raise your arms as high as they'll go. Maybe that's just right here for you today. Place your head back against the wall. Then begin by feeling your spine go up the wall in order to go forward and peel yourself off the wall. At some point, the sacrum will start to slide up the wall. You're going to let that happen. Then at the bottom, keep pulling your ribs away from your thighs. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, pull the middle of your spine back toward the wall, and that's going to anchor you low back, middle back, upper back, and the shoulder blades. Again, if the arms are just here, that's also great. They can also just reach down by your sides. Head, neck, shoulders, upper back. And each time that you roll down, it should feel like your spine is going up the wall in order to go forward. So imagine yourself lying there on your back, looking up toward your feet, beginning your roll up, and then pulling your low middle back toward the mat to go back down. Let's go twice more with the roll up on the wall. And for these last 2 roll-ups, feel that both of your feet are equally anchoring themselves into the floor. Check out your knees to see that they're not pushing back in the joint, but rather just standing leg bone over lower leg bone. And then make your way back up. And then push your arms against the wall. Feel the feeling of your chest opening and your collarbones going wide to make that pressure possible. Then keeping your whole body against the wall, reach one leg forward and lower it back down. As you alternate back and forth, notice what accommodations your body tries to make to help you lift. Our goal being to use the two-way stretch, the feeling of pulling the upper half off the reaching lower half so that nothing else moves as we take that one leg up. Then when one leg is in the air again, draw the circles the way that we would if we were laying on our back. Just nice and small out there in front of you, and then reverse just for 5. And you may find that scooting a little closer to the wall is helpful. Too close to the wall, though, and it'll make you feel like you're sliding side to side or coming forward. And then put that leg down. Once again, squeeze the legs together. Push into the floor to lift your top half off your lower half. Slide the other leg out away from you. And then do the circles. 5 in each direction. Keep anchoring the bottom leg down. Keep pulling that pelvis back against the wall. Keep pushing both arms into the wall. And then last one, bring the foot down, reach the arms in front one more time, make a big circle out to the sides and then down. Inhale as you lift, exhale to go down. For 4. Feel the pressure of your feet and try to equalize the pressure between your heels and the balls of your feet. And then reverse the circle. Maybe your circle is way down here, just to feel the scapula trying to stay back against the wall with your chest open while you move the arms. And then make this your last circle. And we'll do one more roll up. Inhale, the arms go up, and then exhale to round forward. Inhale at the bottom, assert both feet into the floor, and then exhale, round back up. Let's take it to the mat. Come down by either doing a roll down and stepping into your all fours position, or you can just have a seat and swing your legs around to the front corner of your mat. Let's go right into rolling back. Set your hands back on the mat, and then use your arms to rock back and forth on your pelvis a couple of times to find the balance spot above your tailbone. Once you're in that balance spot, walk your feet in close to you. Keep the teacup that's on top of your head reaching up toward the ceiling, and then with control, let go of your arms and grab onto your shins, or if possible, down near your ankles and take your feet off the floor. On your inhale, get longer from the inside out and let that rock you back. On your exhale, bring yourself up and narrow everything by pushing the air out using your breathing muscles. Inhale to go back. Exhale to come up. Let's use the breath to rock a little faster. Inhale, exhale. 2 more times for the rolling back, trying to keep the shape as you rock back and forth. And then place both feet on the mat, reach forward, take a big breath in, exhale, roll all the way down. As soon as you're there, pull one knee into your chest, put it back, pull the other knee in, put it back. Today you're going to work on the precision of grabbing one leg at the ankle and knee, same side leg. That arm grabs your ankle, the other leg grabs your knee. Inhale to reach, exhale to pull. And today you're working on keeping the leg pulling in toward you with the bottom anchoring down onto the mat. If this feels like you could move on to a more difficult variation, lift your upper body and continue, keeping the curling action of the upper body coming up. Still feels like you want a little bit more of a challenge, go back and forth with the legs, but maintaining the anchor of your body onto the mat. Then pull both knees into your chest and immediately go into your double leg stretch. Inhale, reach, exhale, pull. Inhale, reach, squeeze the legs together. Make a big pathway of the arms around the body, or you could just reach out in front of you and pull it in. So for those of you that are nursing a shoulder injury, this might be a little bit more realistic range of motion. One more time, then you're going to put your head down, scissor the legs apart, grabbing onto one leg or the other. Then with a wide chest, just like it felt to have your arms against the wall, lift your upper body. Inhale, switch, exhale. Grab as high as you'd like, but make it a spot where it feels like the top leg can be straight and reach away from you. Inhale and exhale. And then both legs come into your chest. Put your head down, and the choices are hands underneath your pelvis, behind your head. And if they're behind your head, you can also have your upper body lifted. The legs go up. Inhale, down with the legs. Exhale, up. This could also be a bent knee where you're tapping your toes to the floor, working on your two-way stretch of reaching your upper body up the mat, just like you were practicing against the wall. For your last one, bring your knees into your chest. Twist one direction with your upper body as you extend the other leg. Go right to the other side on the next breath. Inhale to switch. Exhale to change. Inhale. Exhale. So you could have one foot on the floor giving you some help, or you can have the other leg extending forward. Your choice. Do one more crisscross, side to side. Come back to center, lower your upper body. Place your feet with control on the floor, reach up toward the ceiling. Then slide your feet out to your choice of roll-up position, either together, all the way straight, slightly bent, or maybe even heels together. Breath in lifts your upper body. On your exhale, peel yourself up off the mat. Let's do a couple more since we didn't do roll downs on the mat. Inhale, lift your upper body. See if you can feel and remember that feeling of going up the wall to go forward. And maybe the legs extend a little bit more this time. Inhale to lift the upper body, slide up the wall as you come up to seated. And then let's go into the spine stretch. 2 legs extended or slightly bent, hands on the shelf. Inhale to lift and lengthen from the inside out. Exhale to go forward. Inhale to lift. Today, you could also sit back against your wall or stand against the wall and do the similar rounding forward. And if you're standing, you're not going to go quite down as far as in the roll up. One more time for the spine stretch. Waist is pulling back as the teacup on your head goes forward. And then you're going to lean back with your hands on the mat, drag your legs in toward you so that you can grab onto your ankles. Inhale to extend both legs today, exhale to release. Option to grab the backs of the thighs so that you can stay on this same balance point and get a little bit more length out of the legs. So if you feel like you're a little less flexible at the back of the leg, grab the back of the leg instead of the ankle. Then when the legs go up, you're going to pause. And then either your options today are squeeze the legs together, pull them apart, or rock into your V-rocker. Same as in rolling back, except now in a different position. Inhale to rock back, exhale to come up. If you're squeezing the legs together, when you squeeze in, you're going to pull out with your arms. As you push out, you're going to squeeze in with your arms. Knees can also be bent as you're trying this one, pulling apart with the arms as the legs come together, pushing in on the thigh as the thigh spreads apart. One more variation to put in your toolbox. And then you're going to put your legs down, same roll down as before, reach the arms up, take a big breath in to lengthen from the inside out, and then in one exhale, come all the way down. Move your feet in a little bit closer to you so they're right underneath your knees, press into the floor, and just like when standing against the wall, reach your arms down to the foot of your mat. See if that can help you bring your collarbones open and your scapula down while not lifting your back up off the mat. So everything in Pilates is about balance. So we're only pushing as much as we can stay anchored. Squeeze your legs together, peel your feet up off the mat, flex at the ankles, press your arms down into the mat as if you were still trying to go up the wall, and on your exhale, tip your legs over to one side, keeping your knees exactly together, and then bring them back up. Push the knees over to the other side. And as you go from side to side today, you're using the opposite hip lifting to get the legs to go. So rather than just letting the legs fall, push one hip up toward the ceiling, and that's going to initiate the legs going over. A little more challenging to take the legs straight and squeeze them together. Then when you're ready, let's turn this into a corkscrew. The legs circle away from you over to the other side and back up. It's going to be a little bit of a fall. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, pushing the arms into the mat, but still going up the wall with your upper body. And of course, knees can be bent here as well for the variation, or you could just do a simple knee twist with your feet on the ground to get the sense of this pepper grinder action of your lower half twisting away from your upper half. Then when you're ready for the saw, grab both of your legs, rock yourself up. And once again, if you'd like, you could come to either standing or with your back against the wall. I'm going to simulate it standing. So if you're back against the wall, feet are going to be wide, arms are out. And then you're going to twist as if to reach to one side and close the arms together. Then with this left, whatever side that you're twisted toward, that side of your back will be against the wall. Then you're going to round down and attempt to reach toward that foot. Come down only as low as your sacrum stays on the mat, and then work your way back up again and back to center. Then twist over to the other side. Pelvis stays on the wall. Then peel yourself forward like you're going to roll down toward this foot. Don't let your butt slide off the wall, up the wall. Just stay right where you are and then come back up. Same thing. Twist and reach and untwist, center. Reach and fold. Back up and center. If you're on the floor, same is true. The bottom half stays put and you're looking to the back of your mat. Let's go one more to each side. And then bring your legs together so that you can swing your legs around to the back and lower down onto your stomach with control. Today you're going to place your hands beside you with your palms up and your forehead goes down. On your inhale, lift your upper body. Arms reach toward the foot of the mat, and then exhale, lower back down. Inhale to lift, and exhale to lower. Squeeze the legs together, pull the tummy in, and you're just coming up to this lower arch of your rib cage. So it feels like your rib cage is trying to push the mat this direction toward your head. Let's do this last one and hold it. Then slide your arms forward and put your elbows on the mat. Make 2 fists and bring your flat edges of your knuckles together. Push into the floor and pull your upper body forward like you're trying to stretch your whole front. Then kick one leg in toward your butt and switch, switch. Pay attention to the bottom leg today so that you can feel the top of that foot pressing into the ground to give you a little bit of a lift off to lift your belly toward your head of your mat. One more time on each side. And then go back to forehead on the mat, arms down by your sides. Lift the fronts of your shoulders off the floor and still reach your fingertips to your feet. Squeeze your legs together and lift just your shins off the floor so that you feel the backs of your legs and your bottom start to work. Then keep that feeling and bend both knees and your heels will come toward your butt. Kick 3 times. Then put your feet back on the floor, and as you do, reach your arms more toward your feet and do that same lift from before. And then right back down, bend your knees, kick, kick, kick. And every time you lower your head, you should be able to see the fronts of your shoulder in your peripheral vision. Keep the front of the shoulder pulling away from the floor the whole time. Inhale to lift. And exhale to kick, and inhale to lift. One more time for this variation of the double leg kick. And then you're going to put your palms on the mat in the push-up position, squeeze your arms in, and then as you push into the floor, pull your stomach in so that it immediately starts to round your back as you press back into the child's pose. And then have a seat on your bottom. Swing your legs around to the front. Same roll down as before. Reach the arms up. Take a big breath in to lengthen from the inside out. And then in one exhale, come all the way down. Move your feet in a little bit closer to you so they're right underneath your knees. Press into the floor and then peel your tail, your low back, your middle back, and then your upper back off the mat and pause here for a moment. This feeling should be such that like the back of your heart is on the ground. So if it were made of something really heavy like brass, let your brass heart fall to the back of your body. Then keep that feeling of heaviness, but stretch your arms toward your feet and the back of your heart toward the head of your mat. Then pull one knee into your chest, lift it, flex the foot, and then kick this leg down and up for 5, 4. So let's make it a reach and a stretch today. Reach and a stretch. And after your last one, bend that knee all the way into your chest again and then put it on the floor. Pause there for a moment so you can feel your brass heart fall again. Pull the other knee into the chest, lift it up and flex the ankle. And this can, of course, be done with your bottom on the mat if this is hurting your low back for any reason. Or if you need to, you can just lower the height of your bridge and work on this feeling of the heavy upper back staying on the mat. Once you've done your last kick, bend the knee in toward your chest, put both feet down, pull yourself apart in 2 directions, knee bones going away from where the head is reaching, and then make your way down in your best articulation yet. And the side kicks are next. Arrange your body to the back of the mat. Lay all the way down, feet at the front corner. Let's keep the head down on the bottom arm today and reach the top arm over. If that's not possible for any reason, you can put your hand right here on the mat. If you're still next to your wall, you could also put your hands on the wall with your arms extended. Lift your top leg and we'll swing it forward and back for 6. And inhale, exhale forward, inhale back. Exhale forward, inhale back. A little foot embellishment here. You could flex the ankle and then point. And then bring the legs together and we'll go up and down. Straight leg. This leg gets to turn out. So it's like the kneecap and the top of the foot where your shoelaces are trying to point up toward the ceiling. Last 2 for the up and down. And then let's turn the leg into parallel. Reach it to the back of the mat and do circles. And then reverse. And I'm still using my stomach to reach my upper body up my arm. And then switch sides. As you're switching sides, also consider that you could do this against the wall. So if you were to slide your body up the wall, if this shoulder wouldn't do that for any reason, you can keep this arm reaching forward or just cross it underneath your arm to be opposite. And then you're going to kick the leg forward and back, trying to keep your body right against the wall. If you're still on the mat and you've switched your sides, top arm is either over for a little bit more challenge today. The top leg lifts and exhale forward, inhale back. And if at any time you need this hand back on the mat again, go for it. But then try again to take the arm over the head. The other option I gave you was to put both hands on the wall and push into the wall to help you get this length. Exhale, inhale, and then we go up and down. Heels come together first. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last 2, and then we'll end with the small circles. The leg goes back into parallel. It goes to the back of the mat, but you pull your upper body up your arm for 6, 5, 4, 3, and reverse. Just breathing in and out continuously with no breaks, no holding your breath. And then bend your knees in. And let's go into the side bend. And let's go into the side bend. Today, the bottom arm is going to be on the elbow or the hand. The bottom leg will be bent and the top leg will be straight. Reach this other arm out away from you so that you're already trying to lift your trunk off your lower half, and then push into this bottom leg and the top foot to inhale and lift yourself up. And then exhale to come back down. Every time that you come back down, think of that moment of lifting your back up the wall, sliding your spine up the wall so that your feet could push away from that part of your two-way stretch. 2 more times. Inhale to lift and exhale to lower. Last time. And then switch your sides. Again, you could also be on your elbow here with the bottom knee bent and the top leg straight. If you're on your hand, the palm is turned in whatever direction makes you feel like you could have a neutral elbow and the shoulder just right there without either sinking or pushing too far away. Then push into your legs to squeeze your bum to lift up. And then exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. And exhale to lower. Your bottom should be coming forward to get in line with the top leg and the arm that's on the ground. And every time you lower down, you're going to lift your trunk like your rib cage is trying to come off of your waist. 2 more times. This time, focus on pressing down into this top leg so you can feel this inner thigh working. Like at any moment, you could just lift that bottom leg off the ground. And then you're going to come to your bottom again so that we can do the seal. So you're going to take your hands underneath your feet. Soles of the feet are going to come together. Today, maybe you're just working on going clap, clap, clap. Hold the balance. Clap, clap, clap. If you want to add the rock, you'll inhale to rock. Bring yourself back up. Hold the balance as you clap and continue to exhale. Let's do 2 more seals with or without the rock. And then you'll come to standing either by coming to all fours, or you can just rock yourself up to standing. Tuck your toes. Push until your feet come to the floor. Walk your hands to your feet. Take a deep breath in and then round yourself up. Step to one corner of the mat or the other. Inhale your arms up. Exhale to roll yourself down. Walk yourself out to a plank. You can stay in the plank or bring one knee down or both knees down. We'll do 5 slow push-ups. Exhale down. Inhale up. Spread your fingers so that it feels like your whole hand is taking the work of the weight of your upper body. Keep reaching your elbows toward your feet, and keep your breath moving in and out with no pauses in between or clenches down on your breath. Make this your last one. Tuck your toes. Once again, walk your hands to your feet and then round yourself up. Inhale, arms come to the top. Exhale to roll back down. You could also be against the wall here with your body away and your hands about the height of your shoulders, so that as you bent your elbows, they could go straight to the floor and then back up. A great way to build strength in your hands and in your arms without being your full body weight on the floor. Once you've done your 5 push-ups, sit back into child's pose. And then round yourself up. And for our mermaid, we'll come to standing one more time. So placing your body against the wall just as before, feet slightly away from the wall so you can feel anchored to the wall. Get the 2 sides of your hips and the 2 scapula right against the wall. The arms can just kind of dangle here by your sides or be on the hips, or be just behind the base of the skull so that your head is still on the wall. On your inhale, slide your body down to one side without collapsing on that side, and then bring yourself right back up. You could also have your arms out to the front, steering the wheel, or your arms crossed here. But I find a good way to feel like you're in this doorway plane is to have the hands somewhere in this same plane. Inhale to go to the side. Exhale to bring yourself back up. You could also go a little bit wider feet to help with this. Do whatever makes you feel like you can connect the 2 sides of the sacrum and the 2 scapula to the wall. Do this a few more times, going back and forth side to side, maybe even reaching one arm long and then coming back up, but with the primary goal of keeping all 4 of those points connected to the wall. This is going to tell you a little bit about which direction that your upper or your lower half like to twist, and that's going to imbalance the sides of your back and your obliques. So this is kind of an important plane of motion to explore. Inhale to go side, exhale to come up. See, my right shoulder blade wants to come off the wall there. And make that your last one, and we'll end with one final roll down. So either you're off the wall and standing, or your back is against the wall. Inhale to lift into your 2-way stretch, feet to the floor, upper body to the ceiling, and then exhale and round off the wall. Inhale at the bottom and then exhale to come back up. Last chance to connect as much of yourself to the wall as you can, and then your arms come down. Thanks for moving with me. I will see you next time.